Hello YouTubers, today's video will be charter fishing in Grand Haven, Michigan. It's been a little while since my last video, but I just have not been able to obtain good content. However, while camping at Grand Haven State Park with some other friends, we took advantage of going fishing with Catch-A-Bunch charters in Grand Haven, Michigan. We only caught 3, but I wanted to share the experience anyway. We boarded at 6 a.m. and at 6:15 we had our first fish on the line. This happens to be our second fish, which Ron was in the process of reeling in. And this one also happened to be the biggest one that we caught. This fish hit at 6:45, just 30 minutes after our first catch. How deep was that one set?
So that was at 73 or 76 feet. And he hit the slider, so he probably hit a little bit higher. I might get rod tip this much.
The water temperature was about 74 degrees, and that went down at least 50 to 60 feet.
Feel him, just up. Just watch his line. If you feel him, start tugging. So if you want, you can actually lean right against the...
We later found that nobody was really catching very many fish, and we were fortunate enough just to hit 3. Well, Ron's not quite as good as Jerry today, so. Jerry just brings it in like nothing, like, he reached into a fish tank. We have to give kudos to Captain Dan and his son Wyatt, who really put a great effort as far as helping us find the fish that we did catch. We could see a lot of fish on the fish finder, and they would just swim up to take a look at our bait and then dive back down. We don't know if they were just filled up or if it's the water temperature that affected it, but either way, it came to be slim pickings for everybody who was out on the lake on that particular day. Catching fish, it means we got to tip them. No refunds or nothing.
Now you can put your rod tip straight out the back. Just straight up now. There you go. Now you can find it. So if you put this...
When Jerry caught the first fish, that hit so quick after we got out the water, I just did not have time to pick up the camera to start recording it.
Yeah, when he wants to take, let him take, and when he's not taking and you can reel on him, reel on him.
You're not as bad as Phil said.
Yesterday I felt bad.
Yeah.
We had 6 people, we had 3 bites, and they caught 1 fish.
Oh, wow.
It was brutal. And like everyone on the dock except for 1 boat came in with 1 or 2 fish. That was it.
Wow.
It was just brutal. Just watch that shoe, bud. If you want, you can go put that on your bottom. Yeah, stand that up. Nope, leave that there. Just put it right on your bottom. And that feather rod.
You guys aren't wanted anywhere, are you?
Yeah. Alright, we're getting close now.
They'll put you on YouTube. Run, go. Oh yeah. That's big stuff.
Alright, lift up, lift up, lift up. Beat me. Got him. Out of bag. Good job. Thank you.
Way to show Jerry up.
Yeah.
Look at that. Oh man.
Nice fish.
Yeah. Yep, the one on the left is Jerry's bait, the one on the right is Ron's. No. Here's the update. The little one in the middle,
Okay, now switch sides.
that's Jerry's bait. I just caught the middle one here, and of course Ron's got the fat boy. Well, we went about 3 hours after Ron caught his before I caught mine. But as the day went on, we didn't even get a nibble, and we found most of the other sea captains were reporting pretty much the same kind of response. At the end of the morning, when it was about noon, and the fish weren't biting anymore, we decided to reel in our lines and store our equipment and head on back to the marina. Even though Captain Dan felt pretty bad, we were pretty happy with what we caught and confident we did just as well as everybody else on the water. As we were driving down the Grand River back to the marina, we found that a lot of the other boats were reporting the same kind of results. In fact, I think maybe one other one caught 4 fish, but other than that, we caught about the maximum. Some even got skunked completely. Overall, the trip was quite enjoyable. The waters were pretty calm, so as far as getting seasick, nobody had any kind of issues with that. There was just enough wave just to kind of rock us to sleep a little bit, especially when we ran into the dry spell after I caught my last fish. In case you missed it earlier, our charter was Catch a Bunch Charters, and they're actually located on slip number 8 over in the Grand Haven Marina. And the captain is Phil Rutherford. However, our captain was, I believe it was his brother, would be Dan and his son Wyatt. Both of them very friendly, a lot of fun to be with, very knowledgeable, and very entertaining as well. The charter was about $5.95. We took the morning charter, and whether you use 1, 2, 3, or 4 people, it's just split up evenly. As it turned out, we gave a $20 a piece tip for each fish, so the total amount was $6.20. And I asked them, because I didn't know too much as far as how I should tip them. They said basically whatever we wanted to do. So basically I says, is $20 a fish sufficient? And they said sure, that's fine. And so my biggest concern is I didn't want to short them, and they seemed pretty happy with it. I actually felt a little sorry for our captain because he was trying to do everything in his power to help us catch fish, but they just simply were not biting. especially after we talked to, or he talked to other captains on, over the radio. They were all reporting the same thing. And we would sit there and watch the fish finder and notice how the fish would come right up to the lure and then just go right back down again. And we felt pretty lucky that we caught the ones that we did. Once again, I apologize. I haven't put out very many videos over the last few weeks, but if there's not any good content, I'm not going to do it. I did take a tour, or went and visited a small campground here in Newaygo County. However, the campground was ideal if you want to tent along the river, but as far as RVs, it just did not fit the bill. I was very disappointed, and I just simply will not do a negative review on any kind of a campground. This one just did not fit the type of campground that most of you viewers would want to see. I know this particular video, which is on charter fishing, would not necessarily fit within the genre of a video for um, RV camping. However, all three of us that went were camping at the Grand Haven campground. So, and this is a facility that you can go to just within walking distance. We happened to drive to make it rather to be there early enough, but yet get enough sleep before we went. This was only a sample of one of the things you can do, but I do highly recommend doing it if you get a chance, and if you can spare the funds to go out charter fishing. But also, Grand Haven does have a pier where there's an awful lot of people who fish right off the pier, and there are a lot of fish to catch. Now, as we're backing back into our slip, the captain did happen to ask us how we wanted to have our fish filleted. Did we want the skin on or skin off? Did we want it all in one bag? Did we want it separated by fish per person? Or did we just want to have it all divided up equally? That's how we decided to do it. Divide it up equally with the skin on it. That makes it a lot easier, especially when you're grilling it.
It's my first time doing it.
Now, right after this, they took the fish over to the cleaning station. Of course, they hung it up, gave us an opportunity to get pictures with it. We didn't get that many pictures, or I didn't get enough really to post on this video, but we did get a few pictures taken, and so I do have one I can actually show you. Pretty slim pickings though, when you see that there's a small one, a medium, and a large one. But at least we had a good time. And I'll be honest with you, at $220 a piece, it was worth it. Now, as I said, they do clean them. They will pull the skins off if we like. We decided not to have the skins pulled, but we did want to have them filleted and divided up equally. And then they put them in bags for each one of us. Made it pretty nice, and it was rather entertaining to watch. So Very clean job, very clean surroundings, not a real strong fish smell. So it was very enjoyable. It was kind of fun to watch your fish get cut up into fillets so you can take them home and cook them.
Saw it. Just gonna set.
Gotta figure out how to split these equally.
Now hopefully I'll have some more videos in the future which I can upload. Again, if it's not worth uploading, I'm not going to just give you just empty content. I just don't like to do fillers. I
Do the
try
best
to
you
make
can.
things entertaining and things that I think that possibly other RVers would enjoy watching or doing. Just as a preview, I do have a couple of videos coming up. One's going to be a review of my new GPS, which is an RV Garmin 785. Another one is going to be of a new tire pressure monitor, which I just purchased. So I'll be doing a review on that as well.
Still need spoons this morning, Kristen?
I also have been
You don't get any
experimenting
fresher than this.
with the placement of my RV GPS as well as my camera system and my tire pressure monitor. That's something else I'll be showing you as well. I probably won't be doing an unboxing. That gets a little bit tedious, and there's been enough people out there doing unboxing as it is.
This was Wyatt's set line right there.
I thought it was in my Bible.
I hope you enjoyed sharing this little charter fishing trip that we had in Grand Haven, Michigan. And if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And most of all, thanks for watching.